Yo, it's Dr. Cool. Imagine a world where innovation is celebrated regardless of its origin, not based on color of their skin or race. A world where every idea, no matter how unconventional, is given the chance to flourish. Picture a place where the brilliance of an invention is judged solely on its merit and not on the background of its creator. This is the dream we all aspire to, a utopia where creativity knows no bounds and every mind is valued equally. I think African who follow the Westerners to crucify their own genuine self-powered car inventor will see the reality about their brother's invention in this controversial, uncomfortable truth in this content. A world where brilliance shines bright, no matter the color of the hands that shape it. In this ideal world, the contributions of every inventor are recognized and celebrated, fostering an environment of mutual respect and admiration. The collective effort of diverse minds working together can lead to groundbreaking advancements that benefit all of humanity. This should be our reality, but it's not. Despite the progress we've made, biases and prejudices still linger, casting a shadow over the achievements of many. Inventors from underrepresented backgrounds often face an uphill battle, their innovations overlooked or dismissed simply because of who they are. The frustration and disappointment are palpable, as brilliant ideas are stifled by systemic barriers. The media, often hailed as a beacon of truth, often falls short. While it has the power to shape public perception and highlight groundbreaking work, it can also perpetuate biases. The stories that get told and those that don't can create a skewed narrative that favors certain groups over others. It paints a skewed picture, favoring certain narratives while others are left in the shadows. This selective storytelling can marginalize inventors who don't fit the traditional mold, leaving their contributions unrecognized and their potential untapped. The media's role in this dynamic is crucial, as it has the power to either reinforce or challenge these biases. This is a story of two inventors, a tale of two continents, and a stark reminder of the double standards that persist in our world. It's a narrative that highlights the disparities in recognition and support that inventors face based on their geographical and cultural backgrounds. By examining these two stories, we can better understand the broader issues at play and the need for a more inclusive approach to innovation. We journey to the sun-drenched roads of California, where Aptera, a company promising a revolution in solar-powered vehicles, has captured the world's attention. Their vision of a sustainable future, powered by the sun, has resonated with many, drawing significant media coverage and public interest. The sleek design and advanced technology of their vehicles symbolize a new era of eco-friendly transportation. Their sleek, futuristic cars, boasting incredible range and efficiency, have been met with excitement and praise all over the mainstream media, and on YouTube community, every white mice and rat is ranting about it. Why? Because this is their white-skinned brother invention. Yeah, what are you going to do about that, Africans? The promise of a vehicle that can run for miles on end, powered solely by solar energy, has captured the imagination of many, even as it's not truth as claimed. However, something is fishing here. There wasn't any abusive or destructive skepticism here, no widespread hatred from African community or Western community, no media blackout or calling Aptera pioneers scam, thief and hoax, even as the claimed Aptera isn't as said it is. I want you, African, to take note of that clearly, even as not meeting up to the task. Aptera's innovative approach has positioned them as a leader in the green technology space, earning them accolades and a loyal following. Now, shift your gaze across continents to Zimbabwe, where Maxwell Chikumbutso, a self-taught engineer, have achieved something remarkable, incredible, a car powered not by the sun but by a self-charging system, cooking Western physics with loads of spice enough to make Latin American jealous. His invention is on the way to divide this world into two, the African world and Western world. But frankly speaking, hasn't it been that way all this while? Yes, however, this time the difference will provide Africans the opportunity to shove the Western economy in their trash. Maxwell Chikumbutso's self-powered car was demonstrated in several occasions. Aside the fact the Maxwell Chikumbutso postal postponed the Cairo trip, which Aptera quickly demonstrated road trip without getting to the nitty-gritty of the 1,000 miles range. But the Westerners love it because it's a white innovation. The weather condition on Aptera is juicy. Maxwell Chikumbutso's self-powered car, likes it or not, will revolutionize the automotive industry, offering a new solution to the world's energy challenges in unequal measure. Maxwell's journey is one of perseverance and ingenuity, driven by a passion to make a difference. His story, however, has been met with a different kind of reception. Not just skepticism abounds, but abusive conspiracy propaganda to silence him. The potential of his invention, Maxwell faces a barrage of doubt and disbelief. The lack of formal education and the unconventional nature of his work have led many to question the legitimacy of his claims. But that's not the case, really. This is simply a game of color, and what the Western economic warfare against Africans stands to lose more than gain. Whispers of impossible echo through the halls of established science. The scientific community, including every Western YouTuber, that's a purely undiluted hatred of African in plain black and white, even if tendered, will be unaccepted. To ideas that challenge the status quo has been slow to embrace Maxwell's work. This skepticism highlights the broader issue of how innovation is perceived and valued, particularly when it comes from unexpected sources or nations like Africa. The tale of these two inventors serves as a powerful reminder of the need to foster an environment where all ideas can be explored and given a fair chance to Safrica. However, no, the Western so-called economic sabotage is parasitic and lopsided, favors the West and Asia against Africa. Aptera's story is one that Silicon Valley knows well. It's a tale of innovation, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of a dream. In the heart of California, where technology and creativity converge, Aptera has emerged as a beacon of what's possible when visionaries come together. To plug more people into the boxed dreams of limited energy, to fine-tune further exploiting the people, giving them just little enough to keep their hope of self-powered car on a roller coaster while draining them financially. At a whooping $40,000, be my guest. The hoax of self-powered technology of West is always pricey. But that's good for Western economic ecosystems. A group of bright minds, driven by a vision of a greener future, come together to disrupt the status quo, but definitely not self-solar-powered lithium battery EV, $40,000 for 40 miles. That's simply amazing physical and Z. Designers fueled by passion and a desire to make a difference work tirelessly to bring their innovative ideas to life. They brainstorm, prototype, and iterate, always pushing the boundaries of what's possible with hunting for charging stations and amazing range anxiety. Their solar-powered car, with its aerodynamic design and impressive range, has been lauded as a game-changer. This vehicle isn't just a car, it's a statement of catfish, a statement that sustainable transportation is not only feasible but also incredibly efficient and stylish. The sleek design and cutting-edge technology have captured the imagination of many who are just okay with hyped products than embracing a genuine deal. Media outlets have lined up to showcase their technology, praising their ingenuity and entrepreneurial spirit. From tech blogs to major news networks, everyone wants a piece of the Aptera story. The founders are interviewed, the facilities are toured, and the car is showcased at numerous events, each time garnering more attention and admiration. Yes, because the government of Matrix loves the money trap products that promotes enslaving the people through outdated technologies that perpetually keep people trapped in financial handicap. And magazines feature Aptera on their covers, accompanied by headlines proclaiming a new era of transportation. The glossy pages of tech and automotive magazines are filled with articles and reviews, all highlighting the revolutionary aspects of the Aptera car. It's clear that this vehicle is not just another car, it's a symbol of the future. Tech blogs dissect their every move, celebrating each milestone as a triumph. Bloggers and online journalists follow the company's progress closely, providing detailed analyses and updates. Each new development is met with excitement and anticipation as the world watches to see what Aptera will do next. Investors flock to their door, eager to be part of the revolution. Venture capitalists and angel investors see the potential in Aptera's vision and are keen to support it. Meetings are held, deals are made, and funding pours in, providing the resources needed to turn dreams into reality. Aptera, it seems, can do no wrong. Their journey is marked by success after success, each step bringing them closer to their goal of transforming the automotive industry. The team is motivated, The technology is groundbreaking, and the future looks incredibly bright. Their story is a testament to the power of innovation, a shining example of what's possible when brilliant minds are given the resources and the platform to succeed. It's a narrative that inspires and motivates, showing that with the right combination of talent, vision, and support, anything is possible. But what happens when innovation emerges not from the heart of Silicon Valley, but from a small workshop in a country grappling with economic challenges? What happens when the inventors don't have access to the same resources or platforms, yet their ideas are just as groundbreaking? What happens when the narrative doesn't fit the mold, when the inventor doesn't look like what we expect? These are the stories that often go untold, yet they are just as important, if not more so. They remind us that innovation knows no boundaries and that brilliance can emerge from the most unexpected places. Maxwell Chikumbutso's story is a stark contrast to Aptera's. While Aptera's journey is one of recognition and support, Chikumbutso's path has been fraught with skepticism and dismissal. Hailing from Zimbabwe, a nation often portrayed through the lens of poverty and strife, Chikumbutso dared to dream big. In a country where resources are limited and opportunities scarce, his vision stood out as a beacon of hope. He envisioned a future where energy independence was within reach, where technology could uplift communities and rewrite the narrative of his homeland. His ideas were not just about innovation, but about transformation, about changing the very fabric of society. His creation, a car seemingly powered by an unseen force, challenged conventional wisdom. It was a bold statement, a declaration that the future could be different, that the impossible could be made possible. But instead of accolades, Chikumbutso was met with doubt. The scientific community, often a bastion of progress and innovation, turned a skeptical eye towards his claims. His claims, deemed too good to be true, were dismissed by many in the scientific community, the very people who should have been his allies, who should have been excited by the potential of his work, were the ones who turned their backs. Where Aptera found open arms and eager investors, Chikumbutso encountered skepticism and closed doors. The contrast is stark and telling. His story, instead of inspiring awe, was often relegated to the fringes, whispered in tones of disbelief. It became a cautionary tale rather than a source of inspiration. This is not to say that skepticism is inherently wrong. In fact, it's a crucial part of the scientific process. Without skepticism, we would not have the rigorous standards that ensure the reliability of scientific discoveries. Scientific rigor and scrutiny are essential. They are the bedrock upon which all credible scientific advancements are built. Every claim must be tested, every hypothesis must be challenged. However, the intensity of the doubt directed at Chikumbutso, compared to the often unquestioning embrace of similar claims from Western inventors, raises uncomfortable questions. It forces us to confront our biases and the ways in which they shape our perceptions. Could it be that our perception of what is possible, of who can achieve the impossible, is colored by something more insidious than scientific inquiry? Are we, perhaps unconsciously, allowing our prejudices to cloud our judgment? Chikumbutso's story is a reminder that genius can come from anywhere, and that we must be open to it, no matter its origin. Section 4. The weight of where you're from, media bias in action. The disparity in how Aptera and Chikumbutso have been portrayed in the media is striking. Aptera, with its sleek aesthetics and Silicon Valley backing, fits neatly into the narrative of Western innovation. Their story is familiar, comforting, and easily digestible. Chikumbutso's story, on the other hand, challenges these preconceived notions. It asks us to confront the uncomfortable possibility that brilliance can bloom in the most unexpected of places. This is not just about two inventors or two inventions. It's about a systemic bias that pervades how we perceive and report on innovation from different parts of the world. It's about the unspoken assumption that groundbreaking ideas emerge from particular corners of the globe, while others are relegated to the role of consumers rather than creators. This bias is insidious. It seeps into our subconscious, shaping our expectations and influencing our reactions. It's the reason why a story like Aptera's is met with excitement and anticipation, while Chikumbutso's is met with skepticism and doubt. Section 5. Lost in translation. When language reinforces stereotypes. The language used to describe Aptera and Chikumbutso further highlights this disparity. Aptera is hailed as revolutionary, groundbreaking, and visionary. Chikumbutso, on the other hand, is often labeled as controversial, questionable, and even dubious. These words carry weight. They shape our understanding and influence our perception. When we consistently use certain language to describe innovations from certain regions, we reinforce stereotypes. We create a self-fulfilling prophecy where inventions from the West are more likely to be embraced, while those from the global South are met with skepticism or outright dismissal. This linguistic bias is not always intentional, but that doesn't make it any less harmful. It's time to examine the language we use, to challenge our own unconscious biases, and to ensure that we're not perpetuating harmful stereotypes.